God be with you, Henry.
I'm from Skalitz and, well, you know. This.
What are you doing creeping around like a...
Are you ready, Sir Hans?
Henry, something's gone wrong.
Open up. I'm not going to talk to the door.
That potion tasted rather odd, and now I have a feeling my face is broken out. How do I look?
You're imagining it, sir. You look as irresistible as ever, if not more.
But I feel as if I just fell face first into a nettle patch.
You're just a little flushed from the excitement. It'll pass.
If you're sure. So, what do you think? Can we go to the rendezvous?
Why wait? Carolina won't be able to resist you.
All right, then. Lead on, Hart. And you, Henry, follow me. Tell me, Henry, how many girls have you had in your life? If you've had any at all, that is.
Well, there's been a few, but I'm sure I can't compare with you.
Ha! Very true. One day plays will be written about my amorous adventures.
Comedies or tragedies?
That might depend on how things go tonight.
Pity on me. A poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
There's another very pretty girl living in this house here, but she's already got a suitor.
And where's that ever bothered you?
Since the time her fellow threw me headfirst into a dung heap and kicked my arse for good measure.
It seems your future subjects don't hesitate to take a stick to you when it comes to minding of womenfolk.
I doubt he would have done it if he recognized me. I was, incognito. We're almost there. You'll hide behind a gravestone or in the bushes and don't budge from there. Otherwise you might scare her off.
Hide, Henry. Time to get started. How do you know it's her who will come out and not someone else? She got the letter and necklace, didn't she? She knows that that is, her secret admirer is coming. And what am I supposed to do? What do you think, dolt? Prompt me from that book of poetry. Right there. Huh?
Who's there? I can't see you.
Your most ardent admirer, fair maid.
Uh-huh. And do you have a name?
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would still be a flower, wouldn't it? Start. How?
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for my love so long. Without her words to still my breast, who shall set my soul to rest?
Gentle night, why linger on? I earned this from my love so long. Whip out your worthy silky breasts. Who shall suck my salty bits?
No! And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swells, since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart.
I know my horses sort of well. Some alcohol from 9 to 12. Seems I always have whores apart from the mistress of my heart.
Psst. What on earth are you saying?
What's that hissing?
It's, a feral goose here in the bushes.
Ah, Lord, let me not wait in vain. I long to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer. I shall not cling to another dear.
Landlord, let me not wait in vain. I long to sing and laugh again. Oh, gentle sir, get off your chair. I shall not bring you another beer.
Jesus, Henry! What kind of yokel nonsense are you babbling? Me? You're the one who's babbling?
You're an odd one. I've never heard such peculiar poetry in my life. Where on earth did you come up with it?
It's the latest fashion in France. You've done enough harm. Better shut up and leave it to me.
How did you like it, dearest?
Ah, how tender you are. Father is coming! Hide!
Who is that talking? If it's some dandy again, I'll gut with my filleting knife.
I didn't hear anyone.
Did you hear what he said? No, I have a bad feeling about this, Hans. I think we should...
Are you still there?
Still here, my love. How could I have apart from you?
Father's coming! He'll kill you!
He will not. Because it'll never cross his mind where I'll be. Henry, it's time for me to claim my prize. Whatever happens, cover my back.
There you are, you seducer! Now you'll see how a butcher protects his daughter's honor.
Buy me time.
You got some explaining to do, you bastard! What are you after, you bastard, sneaking around an honest citizen's house in the dark?
I went to mourn over the grave of my great-grandmother.
Oh yeah, then what are you doing right beneath my window, eh?
No, the question is, why are you trampling on great-granny's grave, eh?
Enough of your horse shit. One more word, and I'll have you.
You really came!
How could I not, my dearest?
Not so fast, Prince Charming. But, since you're here...
Hey, what was that?
What was what?
That noise. I'm sure I heard a strange noise.
We're here in the cemetery. Maybe restless spirits, what do you reckon?
I'd swear it came from the window of my own house.
What's that got to do with me?
Someone's been creeping around after my daughter. I come out, and I find you here. Quite a coincidence, eh? So, out with the truth.
You're quite mistaken. I've never laid eyes on your daughter, and if she looks anything like you, I'd rather keep it that way.
Why, you fucking...
Mon petit lapin.
There's a lace here. Untie it.
Don't try to make a fool of me. I heard it clearly. What was that?
Are you all right? It seems to me you're hearing things other folk can't hear. That's not good.
You're saying I'm hearing voices in my head?
That's not necessarily a bad thing. St. Euphrosyne of Polotsk heard voices too, and she founded a monastery and churches and things.
I heard voices too. Well, could have been voices. I wouldn't swear to it though.
Look, fellas, I was standing right here and I didn't hear a thing. Do you take me for a madman?
Whatever you are, I want to know what you're doing under my daughter's window and who was talking to her. I heard it clear as day.
Good neighbour, it can't be denied that old age dulls a man's ears. I'm here alone, praying for the souls of the good people resting in the cemetery. I've nothing to do with your daughter.
That voice sounded different to yours, though. But where did he get to? You must have seen him. Unless you're covering for him.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yasem skutni hori kodelnikov sin.
What the fuck are you playing at? My patience is wearing thin.
Yasem skutni hori kodelnikov sin.
Jesus, stop your damn screeching.
Nakopeczku stala plakala. Jezu, Maria, volala. Jezu, Maria, Jezu jemine. Budale tu chlapec nebone. Budale tu chlapec nebone.
Christ almighty. Let's go, fellas. This one ain't right in the head. The guards will have him for screeching after curfew. Let's not get mixed up in it. But if I ever see you here again, I'll beat some sense into your idiot skull.
What the hell was that? Clear off. Don't poke your nose in here. You go anywhere near her. What are you doing?
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper. Hey, you! Don't... You! Stop right where you are!
Surrender! You're under arrest for breaking the law.
All right.
I've had enough of your sh**. This definitely won't come.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Greetings. What business have you?
How did it go with Carolina, Sans?
Henry, it was the most wonderful night of my life. She was completely entranced by my courting. I hardly had to touch her, and she melted in my arms. And then she took me to paradise. It was glorious. It was sublime. Thanks, in part, to you, my faithful henchman and messenger of love. You've earned your reward.
It was an honor, Sir Hans. When are you going to see her again?
Oh, I'm not going to see her again. All beautiful things must come to an end, and, after all, I am a nobleman, and she is the butcher's daughter.
Well, that's how it ends, with the love of your life. After the secret gifts, the letters, the intrigues, reciting poetry in the moonlight.
My eloquence was wasted on her, Henry. Imagine, the silly cow couldn't even read. She returned the letter to me unopened. Here's the letter, Henry. Read it. At least you're capable of appreciating my literary talent. Read and learn from a poet.
See you later.
And well, I'm sure we can come to some agreement, your lordship.
Well, bearing in mind, Master Butcher, that we have nothing to come to agreement about yet.
Well, yes, sir. No, sir. Well, I thought I ought to let you know what happened. My daughter's good name could be besmirched, dragged through the mud. And his young lordship's too, of course.
Well, only if she should find us... Only if she should find herself with a permanent reminder.
Well, that could happen yet, sir, couldn't it? If her belly starts to grow. You know how word gets around, and, well, folk would assume that Sir Hans is the father, even if some other young fellow was to come along in the meanwhile, and, well, and we already know, the girl can't be watched.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Have you forgotten that I am the lord of this town, and that you are nothing but a stinking butcher?
Oh, God forbid, sir. I'm just thinking of his young lordship's reputation, and my girl's, but, of course, if his young lordship was to recognize the bastard as his own, and pay for his upbringing...
You can thank your lucky stars you're the only butcher around here. Otherwise, I'd have you out on your ear this very day.
But, sir, I'm only...
There, take this, you damn scoundrel, and never show your face here again.
Thank you, your lordship. I'm sure this will be enough. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Blasted fool, capon. I'll wring his neck. I'll have his balls on a platter!
Huh?
Welcome, Henry.
Welcome, Henry.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Can I be of service to you, Sir Divisch? I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes.
Why Pribyslavitz, of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmetic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out. Take care now.
So, it's all clear to me now.
What is? Who are you?
I'm Henry, and I was expecting to find you here.
What? How could you?
Sir Divish's locator went missing around these parts.
Well, it seems like he's all out of luck, don't it? Divisch ought to have sent someone better than you to parley.
He didn't send me to parley, he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it? There's plenty of us and you're on your own. So I think twice about how you're going to deal with that.
Let him go, right now. Or you can stay here and feed the crows, like the rabble who were here before you.
All right. No need to be hasty, eh? We'll be on our way then. Quietly. That fella's in the tent over there.
Hey. Psst. Help. Thank you.
My pleasure. Sir Divisch sent me to find you. And it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
My name is Marius Bielek, Master Locator. Sir Divisch sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Come along with me, if you like. We'll report to Sir Divisch afterwards.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'd be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here. The church is still standing. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though. We could fit at least one tradesman's shop here.
Maybe a baker's? There's quite a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here. Main approach road and the stream. This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition. I reckon it would make sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we see the well. The stream? No point in building without a water source. Supplies and trade will flow through here. I can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere. They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream. Lots of space here. There's a well here already. All the better. A big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn. That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything?
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
That's good news. When will you inform Sir Divisch?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divisch.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long. My lord, welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self, but at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows? If it hadn't been for him, we might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir. They didn't look all that tough, so I put a bit of pressure on them and they took to their heels.
You were outnumbered and you scared them off?
They were greenhorns. I think they may have been a bit intimidated by me.
Let's hope they don't try anything like that again.
I'm quite sure they won't, sir.
Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price, but raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad, but it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzig and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors, more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds, and we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honor. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir. I have a document for you from Sir Divisch. It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
The village you drove those bandits out of?
The very same.
So it's true then? Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here? It says I should announce that anyone interested may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me. Good luck then.
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions, come get 'em. Carrots and apples picked today to put a smile on your face. Hey. Asparagus that'll cut you in half and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you. Come get them.
I've lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood. Be merciful, good people.
Vegetables, fruits,
Hear ye, hear ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
God be with you, Henry.
Can't just expect me to walk in the middle of a battle.
Sigismund's gone.
Maybe so, but the land's still full of ruffians, and I'm no soldier. Besides, there's no need to go right now. Everything's well hidden, and it won't be sprouting legs and running off.
God save.
Trouble at home.
You overheard. She's a good woman. Normally we don't quarrel.
And is there people here know me?
You're right. You're right. I'll tell you. When I was running from Skalitz, I left some valuables hidden.
It could be you're not the only one who knows.
Oh my.
Hopefully not as yet.
In any case, the coin would really come in handy right now, but I'm afraid to go back there alone.
Of course.
Thank you. God be with you.
I wouldn't beg good neighbours, but I'm
God be with
reduced to this. I'm from Skalitz and...
Sorry.
What?
Well,
no.
That you...
You heard wrong. There's nothing hidden anywhere.
As you wish.
Goodbye.
Baked goods fresh from
Look
the
out.
oven. Come and get them.
I'm from Skalitz.
Yeah.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the racket?
I've got some. I hope you won't need them.
Thank you.
Welcome back. What news from Ratai?
Well, the bailiff read Sir Divish's decree, and now I'm officially bailiff of Pribyslavitz.
Then allow me to congratulate you. What will be your first step?
First, actually, I'm not quite sure. What would you recommend?
As it happens, I already saw to a few things in your absence. You might have noticed that the first people have come from Ratai.
Yeah, I saw some heading here right away.
So when they arrived, I was able to start clearing building plots with them. After they'd erected some temporary dwellings, that is.
So we're ready to get things started?
As long as you know what you want to build, I can show these new people what to do. We'll be building on the sites we've measured out. You can go and look them over first, if you like.
I'll do that. I'll see what's going to be built where.
Nevertheless, I doubt you'll be able to figure that out just from looking at the sites.
How do I choose what to build where?
I've already given it some thought on your behalf. I even wrote it all down in the accounts ledger. Everything will be recorded there. I'll make a note of every change as we proceed.
Thanks. That'll be a big help. And where can I find this book?
It will always be kept at the Rat House.
Well, there's nothing here, so we'll have to build everything. Ale house, bakery, butchers, rat house. Did I mention ale house?
Eventually. But be warned. To begin with, it's always best to start with facilities that will be producing construction materials for everything else. And since we'll mainly be using timber, it makes sense to set up a woodcutter's camp.
All right. And then what?
That depends. Every building has its use, but you'll soon get the grasp of it, and it's all in the ledger.
What about the workers' wages and buying materials for artisans?
The money must be put in the trunk here. The expenditures for wages and materials will be taken from it, so you should keep it topped up to prevent delays. Which reminds me, there's the matter of my own pay to be resolved.
Yes, of course.
Sir Divisch guaranteed me a fixed income. What's more, this job is an exceptionally big one.
I see. But how much are you thinking?
I have a record of payment here somewhere. Here it is. Let's say 1/4 more than that.
Well, as you said yourself, it's just a continuation of your work for Sir Divisch, so I see no reason to change the conditions now.
Well, all right. It seems we understand each other. I agree.
Good. I'll put your wages in the trunk too. Are you sure it's quite safe?
Quite. Only you and I shall have a key and access to the trunk. Besides, we'll have guards on watch here.
That's reassuring.
That's about all to begin with. If you need any more details, I'll be happy to explain things to you.
Could you explain... What are my duties as bailiff?
As bailiff, you must see to it that you'll have to resolve disputes between citizens and decide what I should... The coin for it will come from you. Basically, you'll have to keep the whole locality, but you can't just do whatever you like.
Which means...
Which means that if the folk here are unhappy, word will soon... So you'd better see to it that there's no thieving, and folk have jobs to do.
Of course. How do I build...
First, find out how much it'll cost, and whether the upkeep won't ruin you. Everything is written in the ledger. You can check it all there.
Sure. How do the accounts...
The most important thing is to know how much profit your buildings generate, and what they cost to operate. That's written on the very first page of the ledger, which will be kept at the Rat House. Whenever we erect a new building, and you'll find all the profit generated by the village in the trunk.
And what if we spend more than we...
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering.
I see. Probably best to have a little extra there. How to operate?
Those are the workers' wages. Costs of...
And what if I don't...
Then production will... Watch out for that. Folk, the amount needed each day. So you should keep enough in the trunk.
And how do I pay the...
Don't concern yourself about that.
So I could put enough money there for, say...
Indeed.
All right. How can I get new people to...
Don't worry about that. Folk will Each building can house a certain number of people. And the more space you have for them, the more country folk will come here.
What about tradesmen?
I can find you fairly competent ones. But if you can get really skilled artisans, although it's not all that easy to get skilled people, you could ask around.
I see.
You could try asking the 2 Sasau armourers for a start. They're always at each other's throats. But don't forget to get a forge and armoury workshop set up for him. Otherwise you'll only be...
Right. I'll go and have a... I must give some thought to who else would come in handy. How can I improve...
The process is exactly the same as for... We need to have enough coin, materials, and of course it goes without saying that there's no point in better blacksmith's equipment if you've no forge to put it in.
Well, I can't argue with that. But why bother with improvements at...
Because they make it possible to produce better goods.
Nothing, actually. So?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village... Well, the village isn't ready yet for the expansions. The church is still in ruins. We're on the right track.
All right. I want to build...
Certainly.
I'd rather...
Mother of God!
I want to build some.
Certainly.
We'll need woodcutters to ensure timber supplies for building.
It's impossible. Check what you need in the ledger.
I'd rather not build anything just now. I want to build...
Certainly.
We'll need woodcutters to ensure timber supplies for building.
Right. That should do it. We've got everything we need to start building. Come with me.
We're going to build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. All good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's here. Baron's lucky no one found it. I should bring it to him. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, who's there?
What's that? To arms! Get over here! Down! Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Well, now.
Hey! All of you, gather here! You raise the alarm! Raise the alarm! Watch out!
No!
To arms! Get over here!
You're dead.
Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Raise the alarm! Watch out!
Who's there? What's going on there?
Hey, who's that? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? To arms! Get over here! I'll slaughter you!
Hey, all of you, gather here! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Hey, is the answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to...
Yeah. God be.
I have some.
Let's see. Bastards did.
I've taken care of.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Good work. And that's not all. There's some trouble on the road to Sasau.
All right, I'll take a look around.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
God be with.
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm honored that you...
Good luck then.
I'd like to Since... I'll go for that.
Good men, good wives, come have a look. Don't be shocked.
I hope...
Good luck then.
Let's have a word.
That's...
I knew...
Goodbye.
From the woods or from the pen, it all tastes delicious.
Yeah! I hope I...
Good luck then.
Greetings. Good luck then.
Good morning. So what are you...
Yep.
I'm... God be with...
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Hey, twat face.
God be with you.
The miller and Ledechko would be...
You really found work for...
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour...
Thanks, Henry. The reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
Nah, that doesn't matter.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage. God be with you.
Yeah.
God be with you, Henry.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock.
Just this morning. Fred!
How come you're... Good luck then.
With those harrowing scenes, garlic and...
God be with you.
I am on.
Let's have a word. What do you say to this?
You're a right.
Come right up. Carrots and apples, picked today to put a smile on your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day.
I have.
That's good.
I've taken care of the camp.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Pleased to hear it. It looks like your work is done here at Ratai. I haven't heard of any other camps, so we may finally have some peace and calm. Good work.
Thank you, Captain.
But have no fear of idleness. I've sent word to Captain Robard. They're expecting you at Talmberg. There are Cuman hordes rampaging through their woods.
Very well, Captain. I'll set off immediately.
Glad to hear it. Take care.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Is there anything interesting?
It's so peaceful.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian, and he's got no dog in this fight either.
You have an inn, and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No. It's been quiet here lately. But now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining.
but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight, and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchpoles go by there from time to keep an eye on things.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
Thank you, bailiff.
Farewell. Yeah.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing.
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse.
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would...
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but...
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blood.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't.
Take care now.
Hope I don't shake you. All I'm saying is that's the way it looked. You fell on him and then sat on his face. You too! My humble greetings.
I heard someone was looking for men willing to do anything.
Maybe. I work in the quarry.
That's not what I meant, but... Why did you thrash the tanner?
Because he came by one day, lost his money, and then started on about how we cheated him and ought to give him back his car.
He told me that you jumped him when he asked you to stop making a racket behind his house.
Well, that's sort of true. But he didn't start complaining. God be with you.
I'm looking for work, and I've heard someone around here wants fearless men.
I've heard they might be looking for a new knacker. So if you're not afraid of carcass...
Thanks, but no thanks. Word has it, someone...
well, you've heard more than I.
What are you doing here?
Nothing special. Just a little evening wrestling. It's good for your back.
If I wanted to join in, what would I have to do?
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Weed. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one of those three. Doesn't matter what.
So the last match is with you?
That's right. They say a bout with me is no joke.
The Tanners.
Ha! So all his wife... Let me tell you something first, whelp. I'm the bailiff's man, and we're not doing anything wrong here.
He told me different.
Ha! Of course he did. Otherwise no one would help him. Go ahead.
I'll take you at your word.
The way I see it, you've got two choices. Screw that old liar.
What do you mean, get down?
Well, you may think you're pretty tough, and if you give us all a thrashing, we might think it over.
If I break your arm, then you won't be coming here for...
But I'm a fair fellow, so I'll make you an offer. If you enter our tournament and win, which means beating us...
I want to fight...
What did I tell you? First beat Weed. God be with you.
My hump.
I heard you. Really?
That's what
he. Let's do it.
Let's go. Take care now. Yo! Yo! Fucker! Missed! Yo! Damn!
I want to fight.
What did I tell you? First beat Weed, and those three... May the Lord watch over you.
Let's fight.
You look pretty good.
We'll see.
See you later.
Bugger!
Now.
Ow. No Kurwa! Shit!
I want to.
What did I tell you? May the Lord watch over you.
Greeting.
I've heard it. What? Let's.
God be with you.
You call that combat?
Jesus!
God save you.
I heard. That's not what I meant, but. What? But.
No!
Let's.
Good luck to you.
Here!
Well landed. Go!
I want to.
You put on quite a show. Take care now.
Take care now.
That was pretty good.
You were really good. I've got to hand it to you. Most lads...
What's that?
There are people here looking for really tough men, and I'd say you fit the bill. So when you walk through town this evening, if there's a light in the church, go in and wait a while. If they like the looks of you, they might give you some...
Thanks. Look here, lads. I hope I won't be seeing you around.
All right. We'll go. Goodbye.
Be off now. You don't belong here.
I didn't sit on anyone. How many fucking times do I have to tell you? You landed so hard the ground.
Yeah.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
The bailiff's man told me about you. The one who runs the fight club in the quarry.
Did he now? Well, I hope you trounced him. Bastard took my money at dice.
If you want, I can give him a proper hiding, just to show you I'm serious.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight, but not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
No, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is. Doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give...
And do you have any other...
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine-looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
We're better. There's more wine there than in...
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the
main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go...
Yeah.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me.
And remember, God be with you.
Goodbye.
What the hell was that? God be with you.
They told me it did.
I did go there at first. But
If you want,
well,
perhaps we'll be able.
maybe.
Perhaps.
Well,
Good luck then.
I've taken care of the lad.
God bless you, lad.
If anything else grieves you,
See you later. Ah.
Yeah.
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. I hear you're hiring men.
Is that
the best? If you what test?
Nothing.
Which?
No.
Who's with the phone? And how am I? And yes. And so, and what? How? Yeah, get it. Bring it right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What the? He's stealing! Watch out! A thief! Thief! God! Come here!
Hey, you! Halt! Ugh. Now you've done it, laddie. We have...
And I haven't even... Personally,
You're making a serious mistake.
But that...
Put me in jail.
Just...
On your way. And if I get my hands on you again, you'll rue the day. Got it?
Greetings. What?
Sir, this investigation...
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribislav.
That's excellent news.
So far, not much.
You have to kill a...
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the... Take care.
Yeah.
Flour, egg, salt, yeast. Let it bake a bit, you'll be able to feed them. Bread.
What do you need? Good luck then.
Can we do some... Agree?
Apples, cucumbers, onions,
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell. Goodbye.
Let's have a...
Well... You won't.
Very well.
Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm God be with.
God be with you.
I've been...
Ah, so it was you Bernard was speaking of. So Divisch did declare a decent reward.
Is that because the locals are too...
No, they're more than willing to try. It's just I'll pay...
All right.
Take care now.
God save Henry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mit keresel itt? Véletlenül kibújtál anyád szoknyája alól? Hé! Riadó! Ha-ha! Ez minden, amit tudsz.
A gányba!
Ez betalált!
Gyere érte!
Hey! Nézd na! Hey!
Igen!
Na, mi van?
Itt vagyok! A kutya valagába!
Elég volt! Na, bassza meg! Mi csak? Mi bújt itt elő?
Yeah. I have some trophies.
Show me. They deserved it, the buck.
I've taken care.
Have you brought me?
Here it is.
Good work. Well done. I've received another report. Some.
All right. I'll take a look around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope... God be with you. See you later.
I'd like to... What?
Yeah.
If your cottage burnt garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground.
Nedaleko Hodonína je tam studenka kam...
God. See you later. Goodbye.
Can we do...
Well...
What about...
That's...
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy.
Yeah.
Hey!
So?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the... Well, the village isn't... The church is still in... We're on the right track.
All right. I want to build some...
Certainly, Master...
That rickety old footbridge won't do. We need a...
Very well. Come along. So they don't...
We're going to build...
Right here.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have... We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in...
I want to build...
Certainly.
Trade is important, and we'll have a wagon bringing goods in, so we'll build...
Very well. Come on. So they don't botch it.
We're going to build here?
Indeed.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly... We've still got the mean.
I'm at your...
God be with you.
Yeah.